Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be more of a vlogging process. So I'm going to run you down on some of the things that are happening and that will be in this video hopefully. So one of the things are working on a hack for my living room curtains, and I also want to do it in my bedroom, but for today I'm going to focus on the living room curtains, and it's pretty much a hack to turn your regular Ikea curtains, any curtains in general, into, you know, just to take them that step further with making them seem like as if you've gotten them custom made. So I'm going to give them a kind of a pinch pleat style, and I'm going to run you guys through exactly how to do that on a budget, and it looks beautiful. So the next thing I'm going to be doing today is this section here. So this wall here was the exact same color of our previous kitchen, which was a red mahogany color, and we painted it twice now. And I remember once I had painted my TV unit, I felt like I wanted to match the TV unit, and I painted these panels in like a eucalyptus greeny color. But it's time for a change. I ended up painting my TV unit. You guys, if you watch one of my last videos, I went for like a bold black. It's not like a deep black, midnight black. It's more like it's got like a really nice undertone. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it in the description box so you can see exactly the color that it was before to what I ended up painting it in. And what else? Yeah, so I'm thinking of going lighter, but I'm also thinking of maybe putting some internal panels. I do have some trim that I had bought once we were doing our bedroom paneling, so I want to see if it will turn out really nice. I think turning it into like a pretty statement wall. But yeah, I definitely want to go lighter, but I don't know which color. So I had ordered a few, probably I think 3 samples of the Benjamin Moore paints, which I'm so excited. I see them like circulating all over the internet, so the colors were beautiful. So I had ordered 3 samples, and I just want to decide on which one, but they're really light, so they're like white and natural creams and stuff like that. So I don't know which one, and I don't know if any of them are going to work, but we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, that's pretty much a roundup of what I want to do in here. Overall, our living room is going to take a big makeover, but I'm going to be doing these little things one step at a time until we are able to tackle our walls, and you probably know what we are planning and thinking of doing in here. But for now, I'm going to do these little tasks so it doesn't accumulate and then yeah, becomes overwhelming. So yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to start off with the curtains, and I'm just going to run down with what I currently have and what you'll need to pretty much achieve this look. And I'll have everything linked in the description box below, so you'll know exactly what you'll need to achieve DIY pinch pleats. Okay, so the first thing I have are some beautiful brass curtain rings. So these pretty much match the curtain rods that I have in our living room. We have 1 window and 2 patio doors in our living room, so I need quite a bit. So yeah, I have some brass curtain rings, and they have this little kind of tab with a hole at the bottom. So in that section, I then also have pretty much pinch pleat hooks, and you would want to go for the ones that have 4 prongs. So this is how it looks, and this is what we'll be putting onto the curtain and then hooking it on to this. Nothing shows because the curtain obviously is covering it all, but yeah, it's so easy, but there's a little kind of method and technique for you to do to achieve the pinch pleat look. But I'll show you the difference. So in my bedroom, I do have rings. In the living room, I don't have any rings at all, and I think it will be great because some of the curtains have a little bit that are off the floor, and they're like standard Ikea curtains, which is great. I'll try finding them and also linking them in the description box below. And I think it'll kind of add a few kind of centimeters to the length, so they'll be closer to the floor, but we'll see how we go with that. But yeah, in my bedroom I do have the rings, but I have these hooks on the curtains, and they are like pretty much hanging off the rings, so it's only one prong. So that's the difference. So this section here, is what goes onto the curtain taping, and then this hook section is what hangs off the actual ring. So I only have these ones. It's one prong. To achieve the pinch pleat, you need 4 prongs. So that's the difference, just so you don't get confused on which one to get. And again, links will be in the description box so you don't get confused. And that's pretty much all you need. Literally all you need. So it's going to be super simple. I do have 6 curtain panels, so I think this will take me just a little while to kind of bring them down, and yeah, get it all sorted. But I'll explain exactly how to do that on the first panel, and then I'll go ahead and do the rest, and I'll show you exactly how it goes. So stay tuned. I planned, unfortunately, after taking down the curtains, I had realized with the Ikea curtains, they have many options sewn onto the curtain that you have. So for example, if you want to just put it through the pole here, or you can use these little kind of threads here, and it gives like a kind of like a pinchy look, and that's what I currently was using. The pole was going through this thread at the back here. However, when I was using the hooks and putting them into the pinching pleat, it wasn't showing the pleat from the outside, and that is purely because it's been sewn this way. So there's that excess fabric here, so it's showing the pleat from the inside, but it's not going to show from the outside because it's got the excess fabric. So that's the issue at the moment with me. So there's one of two things. I can kind of take it out, resew it. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it as easy and simple as possible. I mean, I can do it similar to my bedroom and just put them in and then put them on the rings. But I was thinking maybe kind of doing like a simple stitch wherever I want the pleats to be defined. And I think I might do that because, you know, a long piece of needle and thread and then doing that as you go along, it won't take too long. So it's been a little bit of a trial and error kind of morning. However, I think I've gotten the kind of system or the process down pat, and I'll explain. I'll bring you guys closer so I can explain. I did mention about the whole Ikea thing and like not being able to see the pinch pleat. I did try a stitch at the back of the curtain, but it did create, you know, it did define a different side of a different type of pleat, and then I ended up doing a pin at the top. It created a really nice look, but when I put it up to see, I was like, no, this is not the type of pleat that I want for in here. It's more of a very timeless pleat, and once I turn you guys around, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's more of a pinch pleat rather than just a regular pleat, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm gonna bring you guys closer. Okay, so I did the regular thing about with the pleating hooks, the 4-prong. And then what I did was, so this is the beginning of the curtain. I would use these threading bits as my little guide. So what I'll do, I'll put the first prong 4 slots in, and then every 3rd slot after that, I'll put every other prong. And then once you turn it around, it's okay. it's not really, you can see a little bit of gathering, but you can't see the actual pleating. And that's what I was explaining. So what I ended up doing is putting a little stitch on the front. So I grabbed some thread as close as I can. I mean, you won't be able to see it. And then this is how it'll end up looking. And this is exactly what I wanted to achieve. So more of a pinch pleat. I mean, it's so hard to see on camera, but there we go. So more of a pinch pleat and just those elegant kind of pleats here, but then the pinch is right here where the actual stitching is. Yeah, so it's really easy. This is optional. Okay, so I thought I'll show you the difference between doing the little stitch at the front and without doing the stitch but having the hooks at the back. So this is how it looks. If you are happy with that, you don't need to do anything else. Just straight away hang them on your curtain rings and you're good to go. However, this is how the pinch stitch at the front looks, and this is the look that I'm going for. I just find that it's so elegant and so seamless, but it's so easy. I mean, literally just one stitch. Nobody needs to know how to sew or use a sewing machine. It's literally needle and thread, 1 to 2 stitches, and that's it. But yeah, that's the difference, as you can see. The first set of curtains are done. I've just put up the curtain rods and put on the curtain rings, and now I'm just going to go ahead and hang them up. Hopefully it turns out how I want them, but yeah, so stay tuned. Hey guys, we are back. So I went ahead and experimented and yeah, hung up the curtains and all of that, and then another hiccup was the actual hooks. I did not even realize these were too small. So you can see, so this curtain's pretty much done. I mean, they're fine, which I'll turn you guys around and show you a close-up. But I wanted the actual brass curtain ring to show a little bit more, and for that to happen you obviously need a larger hook. So I had ordered those, so waiting for them to come. I stopped there, so I haven't done the other two the patio doors just yet. It's just the window that's done, but I'm gonna have to redo it anyway. But yes, overall, it turns out absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what I wanted. The pinches on the curtains were exactly what was needed to get that seamless finish, and I'll bring you guys closer to have a look. But in saying all of that, obviously I want to do another video more in depth with the step-by-step on and everything once the hooks do arrive, and just to make it easier. But this video is just a vlog of everything that's happening this week. So I'm going to turn you guys around just so you can see the curtains, and then I'm going to let you guys know what is next on my to-do list. So that is how they look. It's absolutely stunning. Like, I love the pinches, but do you see what I mean about the curtain goes all the way up, so it's functional, like you can close it beautifully, it's perfect. But I personally want the brass rings to show a little bit more, and I want the curtain to go a little bit lower. But as for the actual style, it is perfect. So stay tuned for my next video of a more in-depth tutorial. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, remember those panels in the living room I was telling you guys about, which are connected to the kitchen? I want to go ahead and paint them. So these are the 3 colors, whoops, from Benjamin Moore. So I had gotten natural cream, white dove, and sea pearl. So they're all very light in color, but I just want to, yeah, test them out and see which color, and I'll do a few swatches and I'll show you guys that. But I want to show you how cool this tool. So you get this tool inside of the sample box when you order samples from Benjamin Moore, and they include this tool and then a little guide on how to use this tool. So you can use it simply to open up your paint cans. You can use it as a ruler, so there's measurements over here to use it as a ruler. You can use it here. It has, when you're washing the paint roll, and you use this section here, so the carved oval side, to kind of scrape out all the excess paint. What else? Apparently on here, I think it's a Phillips head. You can use it as a screwdriver. This section here, you can use it as a bottle opener. And then this section here, you can use it as a door opener. Use the tool as a handle when redecorating and stripping back a door. So this is amazing to take off, you know, the door handle. So it's pretty cool, and you get that for free. And it's really heavy duty. It's metal. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. I found that so intriguing. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put some samples onto the wall, and I'll show you guys the color sample. So here are the swatches of the paint colors. So Natural Cream, White Dove, and Sea Pearl. I mean, Natural Cream suits our current colors on our walls. It's such a beautiful, beautiful color. Like, I can picture this color on a kitchen. White Dove is like very nice. It's not very white. It's more of a warm white. And Sea Pearl is pretty much in between the White Dove and the Natural Cream. So this is the wall that we are painting, which I had already painted in like a eucalyptus color, but I want to go lighter. But yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm going to go, to be honest. I am personally leaning towards the Sea Pearl because it is in between the two. But yeah, I'll update you guys on how I go with this. But yeah, those are the paint colors. So yeah, that's pretty much what is happening. So hopefully this week I'll have the videos up, one for the curtains to do a proper tutorial and link in everything that I have used, and the second is to paint, and I also want to do some panel boxes within the panels on that little section there. And that's pretty much it. So that concludes today's vlog. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next videos. Bye.